Hello everybody, this is Ruler of Ice and welcome back to Let's Play Tragedies, the Hidden Object game. Now I'm going to continue where I left off last time and hopefully do this better. I reviewed the footage I had and I had an idea actually what the clock is. I was assuming that I had to search for a real clock, but maybe there's something to it. Maybe. So, first the cat. After another pause, a large flower bot seemed to move on me. On me? That's a weird word choice. And if I watch this closely, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 petals. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here. I think I know what this flower and the petal here mean. When I touched the 5 o'clock area, the flower shook its petals, as if happy for the attention. Ew! Ew! What in the... The tongue of the flower, shaped like the old woman, reads, "Select what she needs." What she needs? Place their own values on attractive fruits like these. Even if you try to assign others, nothing will be accepted. Ouch! The fattened fruit doesn't realize how happy it is. It can't see any of the poor fruits underneath its enormous stomach. All it thinks about is fattening itself. Yikes! Dried up fruit. It is weak, battered, and worthy of anyone's pity. Sometimes even these weakest fruits try not to see, and it's game over. Ouch! This game punishes badly. But at least I progressed. Dried up fruit. It is weak, battered, and worthy of anyone's pity. Sometimes, even these weakest of fruits try not to see how the richer fruits exploit them. Some may not even realize they are poor at all. The fruits never speak up. They continually get exploited. And sometimes, in exchange for their lives, the lives of the rich are saved. That's it. Ouch. The battery in place, the machine is making a humming sound. Some kind of liquid is flowing into the woman, and another liquid's being taken out of her. Both of these liquid flows are connected to somewhere beyond the curtain. Behind the curtain. But the old woman's illness disappeared. I guess I saved her. I have a vague idea what the machine was for. It simply did what it was programmed to do. It was carried out by a human, either by me or by someone else. Weird. The old woman disappeared. There is no good nor evil to the actions of a doctor. That's not true. Saving a life is simply part of the job. Fail and either you lacked experience or there was nothing to be done. I lead through the machine's documentation. If what I knew regarding the machine's purpose was true, the way I saved her, it was like a dream. I couldn't deny its medical effectiveness, but nothing could have been more improper. This machine can cure any illness. As a doctor, no statement could be more ridiculous. It almost made me stop reading right there. Even after I finished it, I couldn't find any technical evidence, nothing that smacked the truth at all. The only thing that rang true is that this treatment comes at a cost. The cost? One healthy human being. I knew it. In other words, it transplanted disease from one person to another. Not infect, but literally transplant. If this was the truth, I could understand why my client was so keen on checking out this place. This is crazy, I muttered. A perfectly valid observation in a perfectly unnatural plant-covered world. That was how truly crazy it was. Oh, there is still a fourth one. The gardener. Heal the second patient. How do I do that? Clear certain conditions. The treatment I carried out had restored the old woman to good health. Before she disappeared, the plants that invaded her body had vanished. A look of supreme relief on her face. Nothing is ever perfect in this world. In modern reality, where valid ethics exist, achieving useful results comes at a cost. Doctors, for example, must expend their experience, technique, and time to treat patients. Now, the woman was fully cured, and her sickness was now his to bear. This was no longer solely the woman's disease. I couldn't say how many other people's diseases it bore, or how many the physician here put upon him. All I can do is the right thing, as a doctor. The thing the physician here couldn't do. Oh my god! I'm still inexperienced with much of the technique, but it's close enough to regular treatment methods. If something in your body stops working, then if you're lucky, or have the money, you can receive a replacement from someone else. It never went quite that easily, of course, but this machine made it far too simple. Connect two people, and this disease goes from right to left. That was it. I dealt with holes in people's bodies before. Outside of the OR with 0 stitches though. I had to find these. This first? I found some insecticide. This is about the only time that killing something actually makes things better. From the human's perspective anyway. Okay. I found a pair of long range shears. They're meant for cutting down faraway branches, but I'm sure they'll work on other stuff. Branches, people's fingers, same thing. That explains the bone. I found some urethane. I don't know what you'd use it for, but I'm sure it's in a book somewhere. Not that I'm gonna try finding one at a time like this. Filling in a body cavity with spray sounds simple, and it is. Apart from the fact that I think I'm going crazy. And now what? What can I do? The flower's not opening up, not that I wanted to. How do I heal the patient? I could cut the branches off with these shears. Good thing the handle's so long. Not to be mean, but I'd like to keep my distance from the patient. There's still a third one, but what do I use it for? Insecticide should work on these guys. I know you shouldn't spray that on people, but it beats getting eaten alive. Oh, that was it? Sometimes there's just no treating someone. At times like that, all you can do is ease the pain and keep them alive. If they even want to be alive at that point. If you had the option to transfer your suffering to someone else to end it, it'd be a tough thing to refuse. Even if some virtuous saint refused it, someone would likely make him go through with it anyway. Thanks to that decision, 2 different men suffered here. The vegetable before me, and the physician who kept dealing him pain so he could save his elderly patients. Would the doctor be willing to keep someone in pain so he could treat others? If any decent doctor kept that up, it'd drive him crazy eventually. And if it didn't, that means he was crazy already. Maybe. That does seem like... That doesn't seem like any treatment I've ever heard of. Transferring a disease to another. Like that. A life for a life. A trade. Story 3. Sick room. Third job. Collect all specific objects. Another batch of medical supplies, huh? Alright? Any normal person would deal with the events up to now with shocked screams. They'd run off and go crying to someone with the story. I have no intention of doing that. And not because I'm weird, or have nerves of steel or anything. Think about it, and you'll understand. I'd try... and I'd fail. Even if it wasn't me, if you went back to the hospital with this kind of tale, what would happen? Nothing. People will look at you with ridicule in their eyes. If you're lucky, you get some drugs out of it. If not, there goes your medical license. Yup. The treatment for my hallucination-laced illness was going well. Or to be exact, my old friend said it was. I don't know for sure. But the eyes looking at me from the window, the faces on the wooden boards remained there. I had just become adept at ignoring them. I'm beginning to think that these scenes are all hallucinations. Whenever I see these things, my vision and memory grow vague. Like I'm in a dream, not a nightmare, but not really a pleasant dream. Like your body is being swaddled in wet, pneumatic cotton. When that happens, I can walk the line between myself and this unreality. It helps me forget to be scared. If I couldn't, and things got really bad, I'd get help in a sick room like this. You took a bed from the rows, lay down with nothing to do, and just felt as awful as possible. One time, I spoke with a woman in one of these beds, feeling the exact opposite way. She was in pain and anxious, but her mind was full of joy and hope. Wow, what a contradictive person. Stepping away from my memories, I scoped out the sick room. I had no intention of shirking my job. It was in much worse shape than I thought. Not to put too fine a point on it, but what I saw suggested the patients inside, like I'm one to talk. Alright? Let's search for them. This is a bookmark. It's for people who can't remember how far they read into the book. I never needed one. Wow. Really? I found a medical hammer. Call it medical if you want, but it's still a nice hunk of iron for crushing stuff. Yikes! That's usually used for testing a reaction or... I don't remember the term. I found a syringe. Hopefully they just used it to inject nutrients and immunizations and such. I found a medicine bottle. It contains the tranquilizer. I've had a bunch of it, so I should know. Yeah, right. I found a small medicine bottle. Injectable anesthesia. It looks like, and some of it's been used. Did they use it in here, though? A good question. found a stethoscope. Must be used by a doctor doing the rounds. It's like I'm preparing myself in the first round. I found a surgical glove. Maybe they need to conduct an emergency operation here. Or maybe it's just some random garbage. If they needed to do an emergency operation here, that's a really bad... It's a baby bottle. That must have been kind to it, but I don't think it's ever been used. Alright. Some kind of key. Should probably fit a box or something instead of a door. I tried picking it up, but the door is as heavy as a hunk of iron, so I can't get the key out from under it. I'll try again after I'm done tracking down the medical supplies. If you say so. It's a woman's necklace. If they left it here, it can't be worth very much. I found a patient record. It's regarding a mental patient. She was transferred here after finishing a rehab, and as of this writing, she was stable. Was she? Looking at this place, I'm not so sure about that. Heh. Alright, there's a box, here. The box is locked. I can hear something softly groaning inside. I'm used to hearing things like that, but that doesn't make me want to open it. Oh, really? I found a list of patients admitted into this room. I'm particularly interested in two women, one reportedly pregnant and the other mentally unstable. Really? Ooh, yikes, that's a lot of medicine. I found a box of medicine. It looks like some common supplements. Common? You call that common? Where's that surgical blade? There? Looks like a fountain pen. Maybe someone put it here for some grand purpose. That or they really hated whoever owned this. Okay, so it's not that. Where's that surgical blade? It looks like here, but that's probably a fork. I can finally get away from her. I had a roommate in a room prepared for my upcoming birth. She was in bad shape, recovering from a stillbirth. My friend had had that experience. So did my own mother, who gave birth to what would have been my older brother before she had me. I felt that I understood her feelings. I didn't know her, but I thought I could help a little. She didn't talk much, with that doll in her hands, but it was nothing that set off any alarms. She whispered to the doll, but that was about it. But one day, she disappeared from her usual bed for a few hours. Then everything changed. She looked at me differently, glaring at me as if she resented me. Or not me. It felt like she was staring at my stomach. After a while, I learned she was stealing things in the hospital. I found out when I realized she was rifling through my bag while I was sleeping. She didn't take my wallet or anything, but she did take the key to my new place, even though she didn't know the address. This room isn't home. It's a precious place, one set up for my upcoming baby. Her thieving didn't stop here. There. It includes scissors and other dangerous things. She'll be put in isolation soon. I can't put myself and my unborn child in danger. Just thinking about what she'd do with those scissors makes me shudder. They tried to take her away, but she just kept shouting and carrying on, writing something on the wall. She banged her head against it a few times, and after a while she went limp. I don't know what happened to her after that. But either way, she definitely wasn't as sane as she seemed at first. Right now, I wish they'd clean up her scrolling and that blood as soon as possible. Seems like a meaningful message. Part of my angel is in her stomach. It's proven by my blade thrust into her blood. Yikes. Some fake flowers. That's smarter than bringing real ones to a hospital, though I don't like either myself. That wasn't the case until fairly recently. It's a baby doll meant as a children's toy, usually, though not always. Where is That surgical blade. It looks like an infant toy. It makes a sound if you shake it, otherwise I couldn't tell you too much. What is that there? Nothing, I guess. There's blood stains on a wall. Not the sort of thing you normally want to leave there. The fact that it's still here tells me this place ceased to function as a hospital by the time it was made. Where is it? I don't see it. It's a rubber ball or a rather safe toy, depending on how rambunctious the kid playing with it is. You might find a scalpel, not that I think people would use one here. They would normally. Looks like a letter. A doctor's report on a woman with mental issues. I won't read that right now. What is that sound, by the way? I keep hearing some kind of static sound. Where? You won't see any lies here. At least none of the worst found in this room. Oh, and innocent. Really? I know you're concerned about the key, but you don't need that right now, do you? I don't, but where is the scalpel? There! I thought that was a toothbrush. I found a scalpel. Who knows what they used it for here? I thought that was a toothbrush. I collected all the medical supplies. My work is done here. The next job's already waiting, of course. If you ask me whether I believe in spirits and the like, I don't. That's true even after seeing this random, sick-looking kid, or this cat with no physical body. But something seems right with the concept that ghosts are brought about by the emotions someone felt before they died. Several times, I've seen and felt emotions so strong that it seemed like not even death would make them go away. Being a doctor, you run into a lot of people expressing that kind of thing. That can actually be true. Many people, when they're near death, spew hatred at their destiny and their dictators. They curse everything around them as they break down into tears. It's perfectly normal for a human being to do so. The problem is, that's the exact type of voice I'm hearing now. Really? Find all valuable objects. 2 women. A pregnant and a mentally unstable one. Alright then. Let's do this. Once again, I recall a woman I once met in a hospital room. I see people use the excuse a lot that doctors aren't God. They can't save everyone. If a doctor fails at his job, people die as a result. So they use God and his divine presence as a sort of cover to spread out the blame. Some people pray to God and wind up being saved for it. But seeing doctors use that as an excuse just seems stupid to me. Patients' lives are right in the arms of the doctors, and any mistakes they make rest squarely upon them. Doctors aren't gods, and you'll never find God in an operating room. I told her all of that long ago. She looked at her own stomach and told me, I don't know about God, but I have a little angel right in here. Looking at the files and patient records, this room belonged to a pregnant woman and a recently discharged mental patient. It's not a pair I'd like to see a tragedy happen to. Maybe I'll know more if I investigate. Recently discharged? Why do you say discharged? I found a bookmark. Someone must have worked really hard to make it. I'd never have one of these. I found a handkerchief. Looking at it, it's made of some pretty high-end material. The owner must have been worth a lot. Maybe. I found some fake flowers. Like I figured, I haven't seen any real ones in decent shape in here. They might be fake, but I appreciate them more than the real ones right now. Why? I found an infant's toy. I shook it a little, but it didn't make any sound. Oh. I found a baby bottle. It's pretty worn, but the nipple isn't any worse off than the rest. Maybe this never saw any actual use at all. I found a horse door. Maybe it belonged to a child who was supposed to be born. I don't know which woman the child belonged to, though. The mentally unstable one, if the journal is to be believed. Let's read this. I literally couldn't keep my hands on her, but I finally got her transferred to the general hospital population. I can only imagine the shock of this at the stillbirth, but the lack of anyone to support her was probably the worst thing. Things are better now. It's a bit fast, I know, but I transferred her into this room. This was all my doing. If I wasn't here, she'd be isolated for who knows how long. She's still in something of a trance, not even trying to leave her bed, but she's smiling sometimes. Now, I gave her a doll that resembles a baby. The only time she smiles is when she's talking to it. I don't know if she's just playing alone or if she really thinks that fake doll is a child. Sometimes it's a little trippy to me. Speaking of which, she'll have a new roommate soon. Having another woman to talk to should help her treatment, and the woman volunteered for it too. Hopefully it'll help her take the first step into her new life. I don't think it did. I found a letter. It's from a mother celebrating her recent childbirth and hoping to return home. I don't know who it's addressed to, but whoever it is, this letter sure didn't find them. I wonder why. Wait, what? That's my child. Creepy. Got goosebumps? That child, the child inside of me, died. It should have been able to born. It should have been able to be born. But the doctor didn't let me. I found a rubber ball. With this much air out of it, it's pretty much trash. But I don't mind. Makes me recall my own younger years a little. They found evidence, so I hid it. Where? Ah! I could no longer hear her. There are hand marks on the door, like those on the baby being lifted up. I can't be sure what happened to her, but either way, this doll must have saved her. I picked up the figure and retrieved the key. I got the key. I can open something. Like this? I opened the door with the key. What door? There was a doll of a girl inside. I wasn't expecting treasure or anything, but this was no disappointment either. It's Somehow I felt like I'd saved her. It was a little comforting even. I found a necklace. There's a message on the back. It must have been a gift. It must be important to someone. But if it was abandoned here with the code, maybe that's for a bad reason. What is this, by the way? This is the fountain pen. Oh, it may not be where you expect it, such as on a table or the like. It's here. The cat helped me get my hands on the fountain pen. The tip looks pretty worn. Maybe someone applied too much forced writing with it. Most of what I found belonged to the 2 female patients assigned to this room. This hospital definitely had some kind of problem. I guess these 2 wound up getting caught in it too. What is the story behind this hospital? I understood a few more things now, but in the end, I still never learned what happened to the 2 women in here. I shouldn't have expected anything else. You rarely gain the answer to everything you wonder about. Finding all the answers would be unnatural in itself. Someone would just be feeding them to you. If there's no one asking you to search for the answer, then discovering the complete solution would either be a miracle or a coincidence. But as I looked up and marveled at the changed world around me, I thought to myself, would I ever see such a place if someone didn't want me to? Alright, and now the place should be changed. Find the mistake. Collect all specific objects. Find a mistake? Find all unnecessary objects. Alright? Learning about the 2 women in this hospital, I can't help but think about myself. Myself and the woman who compared her baby to an angel. Her life should have been saved. By the time I ran up to her, it was all over. A terrible end. One not even I could ironically joke about. If I were there and simply made the wrong decision, I could have chided myself over that. But I was merely presented with records that showed absolutely nothing done wrong in her treatment. We never even knew what went wrong, whether I did it or not. Only God could have truly known what happened. And if I was there, making the decision, I probably would have done just about anything. Maybe it's arrogant of me, but it feels like this whole place was set up for that, to make me feel better about myself. Oh! Before the scene changed, I felt a spell of dizziness, like the world was turned upside down on me. When I came to, I found this. It was like a minutely detailed piece of art, imbued with a clear and present meaning. And this angel statue hanging in the center. I guess it's my job to rescue it. There's a notebook on the ground that wasn't there before. Something about the angel is written inside. The angel's birth will never arrive, not as long as needless things remain in heaven, at the ends of the earth, in a human world. The angel wishes for all to be right. Heaven contains the ultimate in happiness. No filth is allowed. All the fallen must disappear. It is all nothing but blasphemy. Only the beautiful exist here. We do not need that. The fallen cannot return from the ends of the earth. They face endless torture. The fallen are too powerless to stand up. The fallen possess nothing and have no worth. The fallen have no love. And so the human world advances. No progress can be made without support. Those who take their own lives can never reach heaven. Yeah, that's the general saying about suicide. It contains what looks like a poem. This seems important for rescuing the angel, but it also looks like the director's guide to some cult. Yeah. The next thing I knew, I was in this room. The post-paid searcher was a failure. Now my existence consisted of nothing more than staring up at the ceiling. Right? Blood stains on the wall. There's a small scratch in the middle of the blood. Alright, these things here. What is it? What are they? Where there is entertainment, there is the lure of destruction. When money not earned through hard work is involved, the results can be unhealthy. But enjoying oneself and wanting to enjoy things like that at times is not a crime. Really? There are those who seek to remain who they are despite the cataclysmic change. It is not a choice to make based solely on the loss of one's social status. The question is, which one makes you happier? A statue of a baby angel, its right wing crushed, is hanging in the air. It almost looks like a fetus in a womb, connected to the placenta. Ew! I didn't need that image. A scroll message from a mentally unstable woman. It's still visible under the mural. Part of my angel is in her stomach. It's ruined by my plate, thrust into her blood. Ugh. Oh, I just noticed. I didn't even notice that. When a person falls, they stop resisting. Maybe it's pointless to resist. He held his sword as he stood strong, and that makes him a hero. Again, I didn't notice that. Money makes the world go round, but to those facing death, the exchange of funds is pointless. But what if someone cherished were to take over your money? Perhaps it would turn you into a greedy miser after all. Would it? I don't know. Wait a minute, what is that? A heart. There are those who, even when faced with lethal anguish, still step up to protect it before asking any questions. No matter the crime committed, that love is never meaningless. Is it not? Just a toy doll. At least that's how it looks to me now. The idea is to have everything be perfect, but most things are not. Having a heart that allows imperfection is the first step towards perfection. And that's true. I guess. What else is here? Oh, something that's not really with the times, poisoning and relaxing at the same time. It's best to let go of it, but it's not always that easy. They offer a moment's relaxation, but often spell total ruin. Oh, that's true. That is true. What is this? I don't know what this is. It looks like a person, but where's the person? There's a creepy howling sound. At least I presume it's howling. Oh, I didn't notice that. Sometimes a person who cannot give up and cannot run away decides to make themselves disappear. All that awaits them is pain, for them and for everyone around them. The stone ring I found in the picture was in my hand. It felt strange, but I definitely held the artwork. However, it quickly melted in my hand and disappeared. I never managed to give this imaginary wing to the angel. Was there anything I could have given it? Maybe? The upside-down angel cracked, looking ready to fall to pieces. The angel was incomplete from the start. It was missing a wing, hung upside down. That was how it looked to me from the beginning. To the angel, and whatever being had created it, it must have been a harsh reality to face. It'd make you want to fix it, using advanced technology, a wealth of tools, miracles, and any methods. It didn't matter how you did it, as long as it opened up the chance of salvation. Rescue the angel. Off to heaven. Clear certain conditions. Alright? I don't know what the angel wants, but the notebook wants it treated and freed. And I want to see what lies beyond the notebook's orders. Fix the broken wing, and release it from its restraints. That was the only treatment I could offer. I see a keyhole in whatever is holding the angel in place. I might need a key, but I don't see any around. Or perhaps I should focus on cutting these ropes. And I doubt the wing is just lying around either, nor anything to replace it. Maybe I'll discover something if I look around a little. A saw, it looks like, mainly used for cutting wood. It has no use in here. You rub the blade against the object to cut through it, although just holding it against something hurts enough. Ouch! This is a knife. It's compact enough for a lot of uses, but I guess it's not meant for me. I can't touch it at all, but it still hurt my hand when I reached out for it. Ow! Looking closely, there's a man-made crack behind it, as the blood was spattered on to hide it. I could probably break down the wall from here, but not with my bare hands. It's a hatchet used to cutting wood and breaking things in an emergency. But it doesn't seem to exist, not on this plane. Weapon feels the chill of the blade. Ow! It's game over for me. It's hard to know what objects actually hurt me and what don't. I need something to break that wall, but what? These restraints are holding the angel up. Apart from the keyhole, that's all I can say. Looking closely, I can make out some text. The master of the angel holds the key. Some kind of metaphor? The master of the angel is God. I found some scissors, holding them in my hand, other than appearing out of nowhere. They're perfectly normal. I doubt these could cut through the ropes though. Maybe they're useful as something else. Like here? Stabbing at the wall with the scissors, I broke down enough of it to reveal a stone wing. Before I knew it, the wall restored itself back to normal. I placed the wing I found in a wall on the angel's broken one. But it wasn't a match at all. If I put this on top of the broken wing, it'd just look all distorted. This one probably doesn't belong to the angel. Another angel, perhaps. An angel whose fate I know nothing of. Abandoned here. It's just a door. It doesn't provide support for anyone or anything. The notebook doesn't even mention it. An angel I don't even know about. What angel is that? It looks like a cutting knife, not meant for use outside the kitchen. That may be why my hands go right through it. It can still cut skin though. Ouch. Knew that was gonna happen. go then. It's relatively saying a woman has the key, less saying one has the wing. Can't see either from here. No kidding. Sometimes the crazier option is the correct one. What's the crazier option? I can't fix this wing any further. All I could do was give up. Can't use the angel's wings in a mirror, nor those from any other angel. The wing was already lost, and maybe it was always meant to be this way. I don't know. Again, I have no idea. Ouch, didn't mean to actually press that. I really don't understand though. Maybe it was worth a try. I don't know. I really don't know. It seems like there's nothing else to press here, but... Oh! I found a key in a pregnant woman's bag. It's definitely not the normal kind. That must mean it's for something important. Like this. When I used the key, the lock opened with a click. That should free the angel. Some things are beyond saving, I thought, but not beyond freeing. Opening a lock, freeing the broken winged angel from its restraints, I tried to catch it in the air. But the angel fell beyond my hands as it avoided me. Straight for the mural on the door. The angel shattered upon hitting the ground. The statue was in pieces, sound shocking me as if waking me up. This was clearly a death, but not a meaningless one. I looked up. The mural was gone, as was the pieces of the angel. In its place was a set of papers. It was like it came from within the angel itself. These papers described the pediatric treatment impossible with modern technology. These two completely unrelated women were both pregnant. One fetus was facing a serious disease in the womb, the other doomed to death. Treating the deceased fetus required sacrificing the doomed one. This was done at the hospital, without the permission of either mother. As a result, the sick child survived, while the other was stillborn as predicted. Who decided to do that? Was it right? I cannot say. But for a mother who knew her child was facing death, it would be more than enough to drive her off the deep end. The paper wrapped up with this conclusion. To treat the patient will require compensation that no one will be hurt by. This is the greatest ideal a doctor can aspire to, and also the most impossible. Alright, I'll stop here. This game is weird. It is weird, but also quite unique for a hidden object game. This is nothing like any of the hidden object games I played. It is trying to tell a story, but I don't know what kind. What is this? I don't even know what my character here is. I still believe he's a ghost. He or she. I don't even know the gender. And he or she is trying to find himself, herself. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and subscribe to my channel for more videos, and check out my previous Let's Play videos if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye!